Hey, this is Majin. Here's some comic reviews for you. Let's start off with Invincible Iron Man number 3. This isn't that bad of a series so far, but again, it's not. I don't know how long I'm going to keep it going. Basically, the whole thing is Tony's just trying to figure out what the end game is. So he goes to visit Doctor Doom. I mean, not Doctor Doom. Sorry, Doctor Strange. He talks about Doctor Doom. Talks about the artifacts, what's going on, and it's. I mean, the part with Tony and Doctor Strange, that part was good. The softer side of Tony, okay, that was all right. But it's kind of like this is what we call. I like to call filler piece, because it's like they give you a lot of plot. I mean, sorry, a lot of action type stuff, and this is the issue where they need to move the story along a little bit. The art's fine, the story was okay. It's not going to break records. It's not earth shattering, anything like that. It's not going to change lives, but it was all right. I mean, it was an average read for me. Let's see. Let's do Spider-Man. Okay, Spider-Man number 3. This is where Parker basically buys out the Baxter building, which causes the Human Torch to rage, and then while they're fighting, because that's what they have to do, Zodiac sends some people, and then they basically attack S.H.I.E.L.D. And overall, it's part of it was kind of like unnecessary, because Parker and Johnny were friends. But at the same time, it's like, you got to have a reason to keep Parker away from S.H.I.E.L.D. when they're calling him. Parker explains why he bought the Baxter building. You see some old characters come back again. And, I mean, it was an okay read, but it's not like, again, like Iron Man. It's not one of those that it's like, oh my God, this was just so freaking good. I can't wait to get the next issue. This was just more like, okay, you took a sidestep to do some filler to lay some more groundwork, and then I want to see what's next. Overall, though, I enjoyed it. All right, Nova number 1. Okay, first of all, I like the other artists better, but it's the all new, all different, right? Anyways, it's really weird looking at Sam and his father, because it looks like you're looking at a different time period. Not in the sense the design of the helmet, but if you look at how the artwork looks like, this is definitely more modern style. This is definitely from, maybe what, 80s or so. And it just has this weird look to it. But overall, I mean, I liked how they're building up the relationship between Sam and his dad, but at the very end, there's a nice little swerve to it. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what's going to happen with that. And there is talk, I guess, that Richard Rider is going to come back too. So that's what I'm really looking forward to for that. Even though I know they're not going to get rid of Sam, but if you have a team up with Sam and Richard, that would be really good. Overall, I mean, I'll still get it. It's still entertaining. I'm really curious to see where it's going to pan out. All right, Extraordinary X-Men number 1. I really, really enjoyed this issue. We had the return of a very prominent character who got wiped out of the X-Men team. And overall, it's basically, this is the issue where, under, like, for example, under Canny Avengers, they talk about the disease. This is the thing where it shows the impact of the disease, where you have, Magic going around trying to save people. You're, like India, like the mutants in India, and they send the army to kill the family. You have, it's basically, you can tell that they're overwhelmed and they have to do something. They just can't just accept people, because if they don't have the ability to take care of everybody. And overall, I mean, I really did like this book. It's It was really enjoyable. I mean, I know Lemire is a good writer, so I had a feeling that I was gonna like it, but I didn't know I was gonna like it as much as I did. So overall, this is a great job. I mean, like, if Uncanny X-Men can still maintain um, Extraordinary X-Men, if this can maintain a high level, you know, we're maybe going to see the X-Men come back to, you know, a new golden age. Because, you know, let's be honest, you know, as a whole, the X-Men universe has been sucking. And, you know, like, maybe you have some good and some lots of bad. But I think we're off to a good start so far. And I hope that with Uncanny and then the all new, they can keep up the, you know, the high quality. Because if they do, man, this is what Marvel needs. You know, they need to revitalize this. That way, maybe they can stop dealing with all those Inhuman stuff. I mean, I still like the Inhumans, but you know, it's like, don't sacrifice the X-Men because of the Inhumans. Okay, and we have finally the Darkseid War Flash, where it's basically Flash versus, you know, the Death Flash type, you know, the Black Racer. Basically, the Black Racer's like going, you know, you need to take one life. He thinks of Iris, of course, and once he thinks of Iris, that's basically who they want to sacrifice. And because, you know, Barry's being stupid, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not that he's being stupid, but because he's being a putz, you know, the Racer's going, well, you know, death has to happen, you know, otherwise catastrophe is going to happen. So how about I give it to one of your villains instead? So, I mean, Barry does actually come up with a creative way of solving the problem. Unfortunately, though, that didn't do the best job at solving it. And then we get to where we're at with this guy. But overall, I mean, I enjoyed it. It had a nice little swerve in the middle. I mean, towards the end part. It was definitely better than the Superman one. But it's by far, I wouldn't say this is like a fantastic read. But at least it was decent. At least it had some sense as to, like, it had some value as to, you know, like, what was going on between Flash and the Racer. So overall, that part I can at least appreciate. Anyways, that is some comic reviews. If you let me know what you guys picked up, what you guys liked. We'll have some more reviews later. And like, share, and until next time.